Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel once again. We got the green machine, but it is Friday the 13th, and I personally don't want to get ran over today. And then I'm going to go into, it's going to be a response video to a pretty well-known moto vlogger named WalkOnWheels. Shout out to you, Walker. I enjoy your content, bro, with the Grom. One of his videos that he did recently where he talked about if you should, or what was it? It was why you shouldn't ride a motorcycle. Now, he did another video a while back where he talked about why you should get a motorcycle, or I think it was why you should get a Honda Grom. He kind of got into, from my understanding, some of the reasons why you shouldn't ride a motorcycle. So he said things like experience, your family not necessarily probably approving of it, because obviously it's a highly dangerous kind of hobby, if you will, which rightfully so, it definitely is. And the thing is that if you are, 18 or 16 or, in your late teens to early 20s, once you turn 18, you have every right to do what you want. And I could appreciate, his views on the whole thing with, don't get a bike because if your parents disapprove of it and you get one anyway, they're kind of going to get upset at you. I guess I am going on the street. So I could understand. But if you're 18, man, you're 18. Your parents ain't going to be there forever. What is this guy doing? And then the other thing that I think he kind of briefly touched on is the experience. If you have no rider experience at all, with rider experience and whatnot, even if you've never driven a bike at all, you can gain it. One has to get experience somehow, right? So even if you've never driven a motorcycle or done anything to that nature, you have to get the experience, right? So regardless if you've ever tried dirt bikes as a kid, or I don't know, anything to do with motorcycling, or you guys letting me go, anything to do with scootering, motorcycling, motorsports, anything in general like that, I don't think necessarily, even if you're starting out, that you need to have all that experience. That's why there's motorcycle classes. Even if you get your M1 or your driver's license, or not driver's license, but your motorcycle license to ride on road, again, you can always take extra courses. That's not really, I think, going to make or break the situation. What I think will make or break the situation is if you don't try and you don't do it at all. Man, I'm picking up a lot of wind right now. As we know, there is a lot of risk with riding a motorcycle, such as fatalities and death and stuff like that. We all know this, but again, I go back to what Cycle Cruiser said. You're just as much to die in a head-on collision in a car as you are a motorcycle. And they said some kind of facts, like there was more vehicle fatalities and motorcycle accidents within the last few years. Now granted, I could be devil's advocate and say, well, there's less motorcycling out there, that's why. But again, you're still at risk no matter what you do. Look at all those bikers, man. Harley brothers. He had some really valid points and I really could appreciate them. But at the same time, I think people need to drive more motorcycles. They're cost effective. You don't have a lot of, routine maintenance you have to do. They're just a lot better and they're a lot more fun. And man, I used to not be able to make that turn. You can commute on them. You can do a lot. Just like anybody that kind of talks about this online, it's true. Now there is more danger to them, but you have to know your limits. Don't be doing wheelies on the street if you don't know how to do them and you don't know how to do them safely. You shouldn't be doing them at all, so disclaimer, they're illegal in most states on public roadways, but for me, I'm going to try to learn how to wheelie off-road at some point in time. But regardless of that, I mean, if you're not being a hooligan and you're not you're just doing it just to have fun and enjoy the mental stimulation that it can give you, then I wouldn't worry too much, man. It's easy to get caught up and worry. I do the same thing, trust me. I'm a worrywart myself. And pleasing your parents, man. Your parents are not going to be there forever, bro. That's the reality. I'm 30 years old. I started riding dirt bikes and stuff when I was probably 10, 12 years old. Maybe even sooner. I think it was 7 or 8 actually. And I would just ride at my friend's house like I've stated before and got equipped in that way. But my parents always didn't want me to ride. But again, you can't do with what your parents want you to do forever. And I'm 30 and I can attest to this. My parents don't even live in the same state that I am. They live like way across on the East Coast. Now, my mom to this day still like gets paranoid and she gets upset that I ride. But I tell her, I'm like, no, I mean, I understand, but you know, I could die in 28,000 other ways, you know, like it's not just motorcycling. We have to take a step back and do what's best for us and not necessarily what everybody else is telling us around us. You need to be able to ride your own ride, man. Ride your own ride. So that's all I really have to say with Walker. I think he's a great kid. He's young. He's really good, dude. He's really good at riding that Grom. I had a mini moto. I had a Kimco. This is before I started vlogging, and I guess you could say that was like my initial starter bike to get me back into riding. This corner right here, man. You gotta be careful. Woo! Love these twisties. Got hair in my face. I gotta fix my helmet. You get comfortable as time goes on with riding. You know, once you get equipped and you know what you're doing, for the most part, I mean, I still slip up. I'm still learning. I'm not saying I'm perfect at riding, but the more that you do it, the better that you get, and the more appreciative you can be towards life, towards riding, towards others, because you're doing a very dangerous thing. I'm doing a very, very dangerous thing right now. At any time, I could slip off and boom. But I don't even want to speak that into existence. It's all about the way you ride, how you ride. Just enjoy this, man. Just enjoy, like, the scenery around us. It's quite amazing, man. The mountains, the animals, God's green earth. And that's the thing, like, I was contemplating a while back not riding again because of my crash back in July. I came to the conclusion I didn't want to. I wanted to ride continuously. I kind of have to come out of these corners a little quickly because Santiago, man, it's a fast-paced road. We got people hauling 60, 70, 80 miles an hour down this road. I got my hair flopping in the wind. These corners right here, though, you got to be careful because people are coming out. Faux show. Little bumpy, little bumpy. So I plan on going out to Wildemar OHV in about, probably hopefully in the next few weeks. So if you're in the SoCal area, hit me up. I'm down to cruise because all my trails around here all closed except the Holy Gym Road, which isn't really fun. I got this hair flopping everywhere. That was a subtle stop. I do shit like that. Dangerous, but fun. Trying to get these mirrors. I didn't even check my mirrors before I left. Whoops. And got a little bit of dirt on it already. But if I take it to Wildemar, it's going to get even dirtier. We are good to go. Oh, okay. This just leads out the other way. I love the sound of the KLXO, man. It's like more beefier. It almost reminds me of my DR a little bit. So I did want to tell you guys something. I had like a premonition, maybe because it's Friday the 13th, I don't know. I freaking checked my tire pressure and, you know, the dealership was like, oh yeah, we check everything, this and that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what? They don't seem like they would be lying or anything like that. But of course they were, because I checked the pressure and they literally put the pressure at like 11.5 pounds. So I'm like, shit, man. They aired down the tires and like didn't do anything. They didn't even tell me. So I had to air up the tires and whatnot. It was fine. When I don't see a car, there's a car that, oh, there isn't a car, okay. I thought I saw a car out of my rear view. I'm seeing things. I'm crazy. Oh shit. Still getting used to this bike and shifting. Yeah, I miss a gear. Beginner noob. We got 80 on the ODO. Woohoo! Almost to 100. 100 miles. And then these tires won't be as slippery. It probably will, but it may not be as bad. Going about 51 right now. Steady. Steady Freddy. So we are going up to Melinda. There's a creek up there. It's called OSO Creek. If we drive by it, I'll try to see if we can get in, but it's also a steep decline. So I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. That was kind of spooky. That lady with the dress. Oh shit. That was weird, man. Whew. This would be a good thumbnail. Like everybody else does, right? Or I can do this. Maybe do that. I don't know how good that's looking though. Yeah, I don't know if we can go down there. I mean, it says it's got cameras and all this shit. I guess we'll find out, right? Nah, look, there's a fucking car down there. Yeah, bro, let's go. Let's go. If there's a fucking car, how are they gonna tell me I can't ride down there when there's a fucking car that's down there? I'm just having a tough time with this. I gotta get another haircut, man. You know, there's some days I put my helmet on and it's in the right position, and then there's other days where it's like, what the f? Okay. Let's just take a look, because she just came from there. Let's see. No trespassing, even when gate open. I don't know if we're trespassing or not. Let's just turn around. I don't trust it. I don't trust them. They'd be the type to get like the cops right here just because I'm on a bike. That's probably what they would do. Man, that would have been a nice photo op. They ruined it. I have no idea what that means, but I ain't about to get in trouble for that. I don't want no tickets. I don't want no bad record. Me riding around the streets and shit. It was a cool area though. That was a good photo op. Even though we didn't even get to go off-roading, no nothing. That's why I have to go to Wildemar, because you need specific areas. You know, it's funny because the other day I looked up like, oh, what are the top states for off-roading? And they listed California. I'm like, yeah, not Orange County, and not LA, not San Diego, not any of those. We're probably gonna end the video here, guys. I'm gonna do a little bit more riding myself, but you guys have a good rest of your day and weekend. Peace.